Tell me what I said kids can't do.
You are trying to tell them that I'm not independent. You're trying to tell them that they can't even call Apple. You can call Apple. Matter of fact, it's niggas that think they can't even get their shit on iTunes. My album wasn't sent in an email to Apple. I still had to use TuneCore. I implore you to use TuneCore. I implore you to use different distribution softwares and get your shit everywhere.
Damn,
and nobody has to take any money from you. How much percentage do you think Apple got from my coloring book songs?
No idea.
Right. It ain't no percentage. I pay into it just like everybody else that uses TuneCore. So I'm saying I basically use the platform.
I also don't think you're about to tell me the splits either.
No, well, I
So
thought that I was being
that means-
cool. I thought I was being cool, and it may have seemed needy or like I needed to explain too much. But a long time ago, I told people what it was. I had already had coloring book made. I didn't have Apple pay for my coloring book for my shit to get made. I didn't have them call up any artist to get on my shit. I had a project ready. They actually, let me give you a little bit even more foresight into it. The whole Drake Apple deal, which I feel like is closer to what you think my shit is, was offered to me first. Drake had a deal maybe with Apple for a long time where he was their main artist. And he put up a couple projects on it for exclusive. And they gave him way more money than they gave me. But I get it. Drake's way bigger artist than me. They offered me a long time ago to do 2 projects with them. And it would have been Surf and Coloring Book. But they wanted a solo Chance project. And I didn't have that at the time. I was working on Surf. Surf is a project I made with my band. And I'm not even really on all the tracks. So you can understand why they wouldn't want that or throw the money that they gave to Drake at that.
Got it.
So I made Surf. I still was able to convince them to put it up for free in their store, which is the first time they ever did this. This was before Apple Music came. But they told me in the meetings, there's something that we're gonna drop that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna take the old iTunes library, it's gonna put that shit in the trash. Like, this is the new thing. And it was Apple Music. I didn't know about that shit at the time. I finished Coloring Book.
Right on time. Huh?
No, it was too late. Because if it was on time, I would have got 20 million. But it was off time. So I got 500,000. And the 500,000 was in the midst of what they called the streaming wars. So all these different platforms were fighting to put content on their website for a certain number of weeks first. So Frank had did something like that. All the title artists had did stuff like that. Spotify started doing it. And they were doing these exclusive 2 weeks time where the only people logging those streaming hours and money were coming directly to their platform.
J. Cole's investor in Tidal, and Kanye, and Dat Punk, or Dat, whatever the fuck their name is. Dat, are they Dat Piff? Dat Punk? Dat, what the fuck's their name? My ducks, my swans, welcome to the pond. My name is Dorian from Group82Music.com, and right here, Chance breaks down his $500,000 deal with Apple. I remember when the tweet went out because Chance has been very, very secretive about his business dealings with major corporations. And when Surf came out, I think it was 2015, Surf was available for free on Apple. And at the time, he was screaming, I'm independent, everything on my own, nigga, I'm independent. But if you independent, Apple's not about to do that shit for you. So when he came out and said he got $500,000 for it, some of his fans turned on him. The streaming wars was really weird, okay? You had Spotify, you had Apple Music, which used to be Beats Music, you had Tidal, and what happened was everybody was fighting for subscribers. And the reason they were fighting for subscribers is because you didn't need to have Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal. They were trying to figure out a way like, okay, what can we do to make sure that our streaming service stands out above everybody else? So they started doing these exclusives. Tidal, obviously owned by Jay-Z, they try to pop it off first. So Jay-Z, you can only find his music on there, only find Beyonce's music on there. And then slowly but surely, people's albums started coming out, they're on every platform. And that kind of screwed Tidal over, and I think that's why they still ain't really got a lot of market share. And then Spotify came out and was like, we ain't really about to do none of that shit. We about to just keep pumping everybody's music. We ain't with that exclusive shit. And then Apple, being the massive behemoth of a company they are, decided, said, you know what? We got to give Drake 20 M's to drop views on here for 2 weeks. But what happened? Niggas stole music. I know I did. I went to Rap Godfathers and I stole that shit. What the fuck y'all think this is? The whole reason streaming exists is because my generation stole music. Like, Nigga, we can still steal music. And now you trying to tell me that I gotta wait 2 weeks to listen to your album? I'm about to just go steal your shit, dog. That's what ended the streaming wars, because they were like, it's dividing the market, we're making the fans pick, we're getting shit late, and on top of that, it's encouraging people to go back to what we were doing before, which was stealing music. But these are things you need to be paying attention to in the music industry. This shit is constantly changing. It changes like every fucking week. Our Spotify playlist, they don't have the reach that they once did because shit is constantly changing. This is why you gotta stay on top of it. This is why you gotta build a brand, because that's the only thing that stays constant and stays consistent. So if you're a serious artist who wants to build a brand that's gonna sustain the test of time, click the link in the bio, purchase one of our packages for 60% off. In our one-on-one coaching session, I will walk you through exactly how I'm building my brand and how you can do the exact same thing and make more money than you ever made from your 9 to 5. I'm out the pod. Y'all stay strong.
Scrub if you don't like